Hello, good morning दोस्तों. Share market all over the world always react to the US data, irrespective whether it is a US market, it is a Indian market, Shanghai market, Europe market, all are reacting basically to the US data. And let me tell you friends, one thing is that Indian markets primarily reacts to 4 US datas. And number 1 is actually the FII activity, the foreign institutions, whether they are buying in India or not. Secondly is what is the dollar index. Third is what is the oil price or the Brent crude price which we follow. And finally is what is the bond yield. These 4 legs, on which the Indian market always reacts, and we cannot ignore that. You see, it is quite possible that for a day or two, for one reason or the other, some reason or the other, the Indian market may react in spite of bad data. But Indian market, share market, cannot continue for more than 2 days or 3 days if FII data, dollar index, Brent crude and the bond yield is against our interest. Fine. So friends, Namaste, Vanakkam, Sat Sri Akal, Jai Shri Ram, Namaskara, and good morning to all my friends across India and across the world, because I have some people who are also in Burma. I mean, almost about today 21 countries who are listening to my channel. Friends, don't forget to subscribe, comment and share these videos. They are highly informative and possibly they are my views only. So friends, coming back to our story, let us today understand about the Indian market. And to understand Indian market, just let me just reduce the size of this. So friends, here what I have done is, this is actually the Dow futures. Now here you see the Dow futures, yesterday when the market closed, they were actually up. You see there was a steam. I can show you here. There was a steam. Steam was considerably up, and then actually yesterday the steam or the share market went through a very small range, or the steam of the US share market actually reduced. And this is actually the moving average of 10 which we normally follow. Now friends, point is that US market today, okay, even our markets are going up, they have opened gap up, that we will see. But let us first check, the 4 legs on which actually our market stands or react. No, the legs are of the US only, but our market only sits on this. It relaxes or it is uncomfortable because of these views. So friends, as I have already said, that our share market, this is the FII activity, bond yield, Brent fuel price and the dollar index to which we react. Unless until all the 4s improve, our share market cannot go up. Today actually we are on the 7th of December, I believe. Yes, we are on the 7th of December, and the market has gone up. It is showing a bullish pattern, that is Hermy pattern. Fine. And if everything goes well, the market will go up. It may go up for a day, it may go, as you can see, 1, 2, 3 days it went up and then it came down. Because friends, what happens is that today the market actually is going up for one reason, and that reason is, number 1 is that the Omicron virus, some people say Omicron, some people say Omicron. So let it be anything. Fine. So as long as we understand this, so this Omicron virus actually they say is less infective. It is infective, but it does not cause actually death. So far there have been no deaths from this virus anywhere in the world. Now friends, we have seen here today there is a gap up opening. Let us not be very happy. Let this market remain for 2-3 days above this moving average of 10, then we will see what needs to be done. But this is actually besides the point. First of all, we have to understand, that as far as the US market is concerned, you can see here the FII data in 1 week, last complete 1 week, 10,393 crores they have sold. It's a huge amount. And for the last 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4 days, they are on the selling spree. So if FII is selling, we cannot stand on our own feet. No market in the world can stand on their own feet. So we have to wait till FII come. FIIs will come when? That also we will check. Fine. So here actually we see, as far as FII is concerned, dollar index is 96.24. Friends, this 96.24 is a very high. Actually for us, the dollars come to India between 89 and 91. So since the 10-year bond yield is very high, therefore it is unlikely that at present the foreign institutions will buy into our shares. Fine. Then friends, we see here the Brent crude, the Brent fuel. The Brent is 73.70. It's very high. Actually, our requirement of most ideal price for the Brent fuel is 52. India is very comfortable at 52. But then, at present, there is no possibility. The reason being that the OPEC countries, are not willing to increase their production. Now, if US increases the production, or India increases the production, or China increases the production, it can have impact for a very small time, and that is why from some 78, 79 or 81, it has come to 73. Now, this cannot carry on for a long time. So friends, under the circumstances, we say that this clue also is negative for us. Then we say the 10-year bond yield. The best time when the FIIs invest in India is 1.25. Say between 1.25 to 1.30. This US bond yield is best for us. Now, my point to you is, friends, when the external factors are so badly impacting the Indian economy, can we really rise? Maybe there could be a debt cap bounce, I cannot say. But these factors need to improve. There is one thing definitely, is that the Indian economy is very robust. That is one thing. See, GST collection is 1,31,000 crores. GDP has increased. Inflation is under control. So the Indian economy is very well managed domestically. But what is dragging us is the external factors. And external factors are very strong. Till FII start buying, we cannot under any circumstance, for 10 days we can have a rally. Till the bond yield falls down, see, the bond yield has fallen down here, it was somewhere about 1.65. Fine. So from 1.65 it has already come to 1.45. That is okay, but it has to come down by another 2% basis. It has to come down to 1.25, between 1.25 and 1.30. So friends, now let us check up that the market is unrelenting. There is no doubt about it. So under the circumstances, actually, what do we do here? My suggestion to you is, friends, that two things are always there, that I have already told you also, that the trend lines never lie. Why? Because they average out, or they eliminate all the good and bad news. Now, sorry, I am just having little cough today. If I have to draw, a trend line here, then I will say this is the trend line. The share market may go up, share market may go down, but the trend actually continues to be up. This is one thing. And then, friends, now if the trend actually has declined, and the trend actually has declined from here Rather, the trend has declined from here continuously. It is declining, until it crosses, Nifty crosses 17,800. Fine. The market will not take a very positive view, and market will be up and down, going up, going down, going up and going down. Friends, one thing I must tell you, that trend line is the best. Then at the same time, I show you here itself, this is 10-day moving average. It is also not lied. It is not lying. So these two indicators are certain indicators which give you a very definite picture of whether you have to buy or you don't have to buy. Now what happens is, actually in the market, we have the people sitting in the market on the TV channel, and sitting on the TV channel, they go on giving you the what I call as the support levels. When they give you a support level, friends, then what happens is, if the market is weak, supports will break. All the supports will break if the market is weak, and all the resistances will break if the market is strong. Now, support and resistance, though it is a good indicator, but a trader must really understand that they are very deceptive. Therefore, I always maintain, use the simplest of all indicators, that is, I have told you, is the trend line and is the moving averages, because these moving averages and trend lines, they never lie. Remain in the uptrend, buy the best sector and buy best shares. Now, $1 million question, friends, I am just telling you, and that question is, when do we start buying? Now, first of all, when do we start buying, and then what do we buy? Start buying when the share market has taken the up direction. When the direction is up, let it go for 2-3 days more up. No problem, don't worry about it, because you see, a non-deceptive direction has to be obtained. Draw a trend line to show that yes, the direction is up. Then what to buy? In what to buy, friends, first the things that will move is the IT sector. Then will be the banking sector, and finally will be the FMCG sector. So, IT, banking and FMCG sectors, these three sectors will be first to move. So, remain in the large cap of these sectors. Don't go in for the small stocks, because small stocks, they have a very difficult, they find very difficulty in rising, because they have no weightage in the basically Nifty. That is why they are small caps or mid caps. Buy in the large cap first, remain in the large cap, and when the mid caps start going up, then you buy the mid caps. So friends, my story is, today's story is, my friends are asking me whether when should I buy, what should I buy. So today also there is no scope of buying anything. Better is you keep your money with you, or whenever you get an opportunity, if you have some profits, you just sell it out and wait for the market to trend in the up direction, because trend is your friend till it ends. And then start nibbling actually in IT, start nibbling in bank, and start nibbling in FMCG stocks. So that is my story. So namaskara, friends. Goodbye to you, and I say to all of you once again, friends, please support the poor people, because you cannot fight war on the borders always, but you can support the economically poor people by buying their products. Number one, don't bargain too much with them. They are depending on you for the money, friends. So buy their products and help them. Let us build the economy together very fast. So friends, thank you very much, and have a nice day.